Yo, what's up YouTube? What's up guys? Look at the background here. I was just getting hard on myself a couple minutes ago, and then I realized I needed to make a video about this because of what I've been practicing, what really works. And I think sometimes on camera or social media, I come across as some perfect human being, but I'm not that at all. Like Rachel's kind of called me out on that before, like, oh, you don't live up to what you say on your YouTube, blah blah blah, or what you say on your Facebook. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a human being, you know, these are things I preach, but we're all human beings, you know, like, can't be so hard on ourselves to always be perfect and disciplined in every category. Would be nice, but is it realistic? You know what I'm saying? So, and what I was realizing is that I'm in Florida right now, and I was like, why the fuck am I even here? You know, because in my mind I already have the next flight booked for Puerto Rico, and I'm just like, I've lived in South Florida for so long, and it's like I want to travel outside of what I already know down here. Yes, I know I want to be warm, but I want to travel outside. But then, so the point of the video is this, that I was just like, why am I here? Why am I here? Then I'm like, I am here because God put me here. So it's just about focusing on that instead of focusing on everybody else or what else is going on in your life, the decisions you've made. Don't be so hard on yourself about the decisions you made, and just keep moving forward with God. And thank God that He gave you the intuition, the thoughts, whatever it is, that if you get yourself into one of these situations, or not even a situation, just a day-to-day move, it puts you in a better perspective to make the next move more educated, more blessed, you know. I preach God, but I'm not like, I was born into a Catholic family, Christian family. I just feel like identifying with one religion is like, religions cause war. I believe God doesn't cause war. That's what God is to me, you know what I mean? The King of all kings. He created all of this. So when I speak about God, some people call it universe or whatever, but that's what I speak of, the stars, the power of the galaxies. I'm not talking about no Catholic God or my Jewish God. All these are great, I guess, but time over time in history, religion causes war. So I'm not all about that. That's why I don't really identify with one religion over the other. Just speak on God. But yeah, so no matter what your situation is, God put you there on purpose, and He's also giving you thoughts on what to do next. And these thoughts that you get, your conscience, it's the authentic voice of God, so He was channeling to you right through your mind. Just like I'm making this video. Like, you just gotta balls up and do it, man. Like, there's a lot of people around. Do I feel comfortable videotaping in front of everybody yet? Not really. But I'm just like, fuck it, I gotta get the swag on and just fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like, look at this background. Like, I'm telling you, it's hard for me to record this right now just because just not in the mood to film, and there's people around. I don't like filming with people around. But you just got to get to the point in life where you're like, fuck it. God put me here. God gave me the thought. If you're getting the thought to record. Like, that's what you got to do. Hit the record button. I'm no pro at this at all. Like, I was telling Rachel about that. I was just like, yeah, I just started recording and talking. Like, that's how I practice, you know, like, that's the only way to practice, because y'all are just my people, and we're just over here growing, you know. Yeah, so that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I just wanted to tap in and say y'all are blessed. Look forward to blessing. Thank God for every single moment. Life is just all about these moments, man. That's all we have. Every moment's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? Not one's gonna be better than the other. Look at that background. How could I not record? Damn. So when I've probably spoken of the Bahamas before. I don't know if I have or not in videos, but Literally, the gun was out that way. These are the same seas that me and Paul drove the boat from. So Bimini was the ocean, then there was Ocean Key, that's the island we were on. So we drove from Ocean Key all the way to Fort Lauderdale. It was awesome. We were in like this little pontoon boat too. It was like a work boat. To me, like, it's a little bit smaller to make that trip, honestly, but we had fun, man. We had fun crossing the sea like that, all the way to the Bahamas in a little ass boat. But yeah, that's where the job was for the Bahamas out there. So to me, ever since I'm back, it's a trip. It's a trip because I spent a lot of time on that island, building that island. Only a couple hundred miles that way, if that, 200 or something. But ever since that, I've noticed what South Florida is. It's very similar to that island we were on. South Florida is very barren, flat, without buildings and these palm trees. Like, South Florida doesn't have too much life. Like, I want to go visit somewhere and always be around somewhere. There's a lot of natural habitat trees growing. Like here, before they installed all the trees in South Florida, it's pretty much a desert down here. Like, straight up, like Florida is kind of like the Dubai, you know, of the new, or Dubai is like the Miami was, you know. They just built this up and slapped all these palm trees down, made them billions and billions of dollars, but it's really nothing more than kind of desert land. So once, like, you can kind of see through that, like I did, it's just like, fuck, dude, like, it's boring here. It's flat, like, there's no natural trees, they're all planted here. It's good for the weather and all that. It really is, but it's a little bit overpriced. But anyways, stay blessed. Next move is Puerto Rico. So stay tuned for Puerto Rico. We're gonna have some fun there. I'm so pumped for that because so I rented a Airbnb, and Puerto Rico is way cheaper than here, by the way. Way cheaper. Like this right up here, if it's a 1-bedroom, for in season, you're looking at $3,500 to be by the view. So for that building up there, like halfway up, I think $3,500, $4,000 for a 1-bedroom, 1 bath, $4,000 a month. And a lot of these places are like 3-month or 6-month minimum. So what I say, $3,000 or $4,000 for that. So in Puerto Rico, you can get this. So if that's $4,000, you can get it for like $2.5 or $3,000 in Puerto Rico. Plus, you're in Puerto Rico. It's way better than here. It's fucking boring here, like I said. So yeah, that's why God puts these in these little spots, man. Like, I was like, why the fuck did I come to Florida? I was getting hard on myself, man, like I said. And that's because you start realizing, hey, all the way down here, might as well just book the Puerto Rico trip and get that done. And Puerto Rico has a couple of cool little laws. Like, you set up a business in Puerto Rico and you're from the 50 states, the lower states, or 48 lower states, whatever it is, it's tax-free. So I'm looking into that. I'm gonna talk to bankers and shit like that, and maybe get that done with the e-commerce site, maybe get it done with the landscaping site. But until then, stay tuned. Peace.